What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about 5 traits that a man loves in a woman and ends up regret leaving, right, when he leaves, when he pulls away. So, jumping right into this, if you have these traits, this is why I'm making this video, if you have these traits, it's more likely he's going to come back. If you don't have these traits, well, we'll kind of go over how to get them, okay, or what it at least looks like. So, the first one is femininity. Now, everyone hears a man talk about this. Everyone throws this word around. What does it actually mean? Okay, what does it look like? To me, it is a vibe. It is a aura. It is how a woman presents herself, carries herself. Okay, but the way to do it, the easiest way to do it, ladies, trust me on this, right? So I'll say these words, these phrases, like I am now. Carry yourself. How you, the aura, the vibe, this, that. Women are like, what does that mean? What does that look like? Here's all you have to do. The sexiest way, the best way to create a feminine aura or vibe is to know how to create a man-woman dynamic, okay? Meaning the banter, the back and forth, the playfulness, flirting, okay? And at the same time, looking like, I'm trying to think of like a movie or something, like how they look like be more old-fashioned. If you're old-fashioned, okay, like you have this old-fashioned look to you, how you present yourself, you carry yourself, but at the same time, you're flirty. You know how to create the man-woman dynamic, okay? You're quick-witted. You're good with the comeback, snappy comebacks. You can keep up with him in that stuff, right? And you're very playful. That's all you need. That's all you need, because this is supposed to look like that. If you look at it in terms of like an animal in the animal kingdom, any fucking species, they're playful with each other at first, right? They're playful. They're doing this, they're doing that. The guy has to court, the woman reacts, and again, it's just a lot of playfulness. That's the best way to look at it. If you guys had that in your relationship, for the most part, then that is a very, 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 very good sign that he is probably going to come back. But you have to be honest with yourself. I don't mean having it here and there. I just mean like overall the aura was very playful. That's a very good thing, okay? Now the second one, you all seen this coming. Sexual, okay? A woman who is sexual. And you're going to see a theme with all these together, okay? The femininity, the sexual, and the other stuff I talk about. But listen, the only way a man can get his needs met sexually is through a woman. Unless, of course, he's gay or porn or something like that. But he don't want to look up. He wants the real thing, okay? He wants the real thing. So if you are a woman who is in her feminine, and you are very sexual with him, and I mean sexual in terms of like very loving, giving, experimentative. You're wanting to try new things, explore, submissive. Like all these type of things are things men love, and believe it or not, a lot of women don't do. Not saying a woman has to do these things, and they put that disclaimer up there, but don't kill the messenger. I'm just telling you things that men love, things that men will miss when it comes to a relationship. So let me give you a great example. And don't hate me on this, ladies, Jesus, because I truly liked this girl. I was this close to losing my fucking whatever over this woman, okay? I was crazy for her. There's a woman I really liked in my past. I'm 36 now, it was like when I was 20, okay? Young guy, libido through the roof. So that's probably part of it. But I remember her and I broke up. And she started dating this other guy, right? And the only thing I could think about was him clapping those cheeks. That's the only thing I could think about. Now listen, I truly cared about this girl, like love, okay? I wanted to be with her. There's nothing I wanted more than that, all that. But when we broke up, the only thing I could think about, because this image was burnt in my brain, I'm not trying to objectify her, but I know what it looks like, hooking up with her, she was my girl, that this other guy was seeing that same thing. It drove me crazy. So let me tell you, ladies, when a guy pulls away, even though I didn't pull away, she was the one, when it happens, like this shit sticks out like a sore thumb. That's just how men are. So if you guys were messing around and stuff like that. There's pros and cons to it, of course. You know, the pros of messing around is he knows what it's like to mess around with you. He's going to miss it. He's going to want it, stuff like that. The cons is he messed around with you, and if he's emotionally unavailable, he's going to pull away. But if you guys haven't messed around, then of course, like the mystery might get him, and he might come back around, right? So jumping to the next one is an authentic woman. Now, this means many, many, many things, okay? So when I say authentic, I mean being yourself. I also mean being unique, being different, okay? Not taking yourself seriously. There's so many times in this world, and take it from me, when as a dating coach, I'm always on the internet. Everyone looks the same, man. All these internet, or not you ladies, but I'm talking about like these, like when you're trying to look really hot, everyone looks the same. And this was really bad, as you all know, back in like 2017, 18, when everyone wanted to look like Kim Kardashian, right? At least 2016, 17. Like everyone had that same look. The way she did her makeup, right? The body contour, like all that type of stuff. Everyone wanted to look like her. No guy wanted that. Guys wanted to hook up with that, but no guy, that's one, I truly believe this, ladies. Take it from someone doing this for 10 years, where I see how it is now and I see how it was back in 2012, 13, 14, 15. Like I've seen it. I truly believe half the problems that women are running into right now, of course, men being fucking pigs and stuff like that, but it's because women went after this look that got them a lot of attention, but don't realize not all attention is good attention, if that makes sense, right? Again, I'm not blaming a woman for trying to look good. Girl, go to the gym, glow up, do your thing, do whatever you gotta do. But I don't think there's authenticity there is what I'm getting at. Men like the woman, the woman who laughs at herself, who doesn't take herself seriously. The best look for a woman is the attractive girl, the girl next door, right? Like if you're that girl next door and you're attractive, hey, he got you. Like he's going to go crazy for you. Take it from me. Please take it from me. The most attractive thing in a woman is an attractive woman who doesn't know she's attractive, or an attractive woman who isn't getting a lot of attention or doesn't want the attention, right? Because a guy feels like he hit the gold mine. The guy feels like he found the diamond in the rough type of thing. That's what men like. Men like that deal. Why? Because as a species, our job is to survive and reproduce. To do that, we look for advantages. If I could find this, and I'm like, holy shit, I found it. I found, like, this is, and we're talking, okay? It's way sexier than the girl who looks really good and her DMs are getting blown up, right? It's not the best thing. So, again, that's not your fault, ladies. Do you. I'm just saying. It's kind of, I think, authentic women are the sexiest women. Not saying you guys aren't authentic, but there's a lot of people who are not. I see it every day, unfortunately, on the internet. Okay? Next one, going back to more caring and a loving woman. Now, a lot of people, when they break up, right? I always ask the woman, well, how was it? Like, how was the relationship overall? And she'll either tell me, oh, hey, it was great, or we would fight a lot, or this or that. And if you're fighting a lot, it ain't gonna work. There's no reason for him to come back. There's no reason for this guy to come back and miss you and wonder what could have been. Absolutely not. But I tell women, kind of going back to authenticity, if you're coming from a place of good intentions, if you're coming from a place where everything was genuine and coming from the heart, and you truly cared for the person, and you want the best for the person, and ego was aside. Now, of course, ego and pride are going to come in to some extent, because the guy's going to challenge it or be a dick, and you got to put your defense up and fight and argue. I understand that. But for the most part, if you're a caring, loving woman, and it came from a place of being genuine and, like I said, from the heart, right? You have a good chance of getting a guy back. And of course, lastly, is a woman who is malleable. Maybe that's not even how you spell malleable, but a woman who's able to pivot, change, adapt. That's a good word, a good way to use it. A woman who's able to adapt. If you're able to do that, right, while having all these things, you are a high value, you are a highly sought after, rare specimen. That's what women don't understand. Again, looking at all this one more time. If you're feminine, which I know it sounds weird, but a lot of women are not this. Trust me, a lot of women are not this. And I'm not dogging on you guys. It just is what it is, right? Then this, and when I say sexual, I just don't mean how many times you guys are having it. I mean the experiences, the open-mindedness, the willing to explore, stuff like that, just how you carry yourself. Are you, does he find you sexually attractive, and things like that. Then again, the authenticity, how you carry yourself, the uniqueness, okay, the one of a kind, him finding the diamond in the rough. If you're that, and then you're a caring and loving woman who is able to adapt to things, to changes, okay, to changes, and you stick by his side and you're supportive. Ladies, this guy, this is supposed to be the sad guy, he's going to come back. He's going to come back, I promise you. I see this all the time. That's why when I talk to my clients, I ask a lot of questions. So, by the way, if you want a session with yours truly, you can get one. Just click the link down below. I ask a lot of questions, and I try to let the woman or the client, which, always woman, but I let them have the floor first, right? So tell the story. So I can kind of adapt and grab these things while she's telling the story, so I can kind of see what she has and what she doesn't have. And that helps me dictate if the guy's going to come back or not, because I always ask my clients, I say, let me ask you this. Why would he come back? Why would he? And a lot of them can't answer that question, which is kind of like, well, yeah, if you can't answer it, he definitely can't answer it, right? So you have to do a lot of self-reflection. Not that you have to do anything, not that you have to change for the guy. This is his loss, okay? And that's the way you have to play no contact. That's the way you have to play the game. If he's pulling away and pulling some bullshit and you tried and did your part, hey, you need to get the hell out and have him regret it. You need to have him, which I have a lot of videos on that, have him feel or see all these things and miss all these things, and then him have to pay a price to come back. Not literally a price in terms of money, but like, hey, you gotta fucking beg, dude. I'm not gonna let you back in, right? So that being said, ladies, if you want a session with yours truly, links down below. I'd love to help you with your situation. I love you all. Take care and peace.